What was the exact moment that changed the NBA? In today's game, it's all about the three. Every team, every player, every game. So when did this start? There are many big moments in NBA history that set the stage for what we see in games today. But what was the moment that flipped the script on basketball forever? Some say it was Golden State's first title. Others point to Steph Curry's MVP seasons. But the real answer? It actually happened long before the Warriors even became a dynasty. In one unforgettable season, 2013. But first, let's rewind. In 2012, the NBA looked nothing like it does today. Back then, basketball was played inside out. Big men ruled the paint. Guards orchestrated. Mid-range jumpers were prized. Three-point shots were a luxury, not a priority. Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, they were outliers, but even they took no more than 5 or 6 a game. The idea of building your entire offense around the three was laughed at. Meanwhile, in Golden State, a skinny kid with bad ankles in his 4th season was on the verge of being forgotten. Stephen Curry had talent, no doubt, but his ankles betrayed him time and time again. So bad, the Warriors offered him a discounted extension because deep down, even they weren't sure about his future. They were betting against him. Analysts were calling him injury-prone. Some even suggested the Warriors should trade him while they still could. But what did Steph do? He took it personally. Then came his breakout, February 27, 2013, the biggest stage in basketball, Madison Square Garden. Curry came out with something to prove, and man did he prove it, going off for 54 points all net, draining three-pointer after three-pointer. Off the dribble from 30 feet, threes with a hand in his face fading away, and it wasn't just volume, it was violence. Steph was rewriting the rules in real time. But this was just the start of a scoring rampage that completely shifted the game of basketball. In the Warriors' final game of that season against the Trailblazers, Curry drained 4 three-pointers, finishing the season with 272 three-pointers.
269 threes. Curry ties Ray Allen. Will history be set tonight? Get the feeling Steph Curry is the record holder. 270 made threes.
Breaking Ray Allen's record at the time of 269 threes in a season. But here's the kicker. He attempted 600 threes that season. 272 out of 600 attempts, over 45%. That wasn't just efficient, that was magic. The season was over, but Curry wasn't done just yet. The Warriors ended up making the playoffs for only the second time in 20 years. Now was the time for Steph to show the league that it wasn't just a fluke. To prove that he can perform when the pressure was on, but something would happen that would resurrect the fears the Warriors had from the start of the season. Game 2 of the first round against the 57-win Denver Nuggets. Warriors were down in the series after losing a tough battle in Game 1 and were at risk of going down 2 games with no home court advantage. But Curry had other plans. He came out strong, dropping 17 points in the first half and adding 10 more after halftime. But then, with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, came a sight that was all too familiar for Warriors fans. Curry rolls his ankle trying to split a double team. He walked to the sideline and had to sit out for the rest of the quarter. But Curry refused to stay down. He finished the game with 30 points and 13 assists. He would continue to play the rest of the playoffs with the injured ankle. And the Warriors would get out of the first round, upsetting the Nuggets 4-2. Curry averaged 24.7 points on 44% from 3 for the series. Now the league became on notice. This kid was on a mission, but his best was yet to come. The performance that would truly announce his arrival and change the NBA forever. Next up, one of the top defensive teams in the league, the Western Conference powerhouse San Antonio Spurs, AT&T Center, San Antonio, Texas. Old school versus new school. It was in the third quarter of Game 1 that Curry truly announced his arrival and would change the NBA forever. He went absolutely supernova, coming out of halftime launching 3 after 3. Then with 40 seconds left, he crossed half court.
And here is Curry hitting another 3!
Scoring 22 points in the quarter against one of the best defenses in NBA history. It wasn't just the points. it was the feeling. You knew, in that moment, the game had changed. The Warriors lost the game. They lost the series, but the ripple had started. Coaches studied the tape. They did the math. A 45% three-point shooter, 1.35 points per shot. That's better than almost any offense in existence. By 2015, teams leaned in. By 2018, the floodgates opened. Three-point attempts skyrocketed, from 20 to 30 to 50 per game. The revolution didn't stop in the NBA. It spread to high schools, colleges, driveways around the world. Big men left the paint. If you couldn't shoot, you sat. The post-up died. The mid-range vanished. Basketball became pace and space. And the Warriors? They became a dynasty built on threes. Stephen Curry didn't just break records. He broke the game. Four-time champion, two-time MVP, and the all-time three-point king. Even Greg Popovich, the man who tried to stop him, later admitted he's revolutionized the game. Everyone wants to shoot like him now. And it all began with that one quarter, 22 points, in San Antonio in 2013. The moment basketball changed forever.